G'day, welcome to COVID Comms. This is episode 10. My name is Clifford Morgan and today we're talking about what brings stability during these turbulent times. I love to travel, particularly when I get to fly to my desired destination. With a grandfather, 2 uncles, 3 cousins and a brother who are all pilots, it's in the blood and it's part of the reason why I joined the Air Force. Now, I love flying. I love takeoff. I love looking out the window and seeing the earth shrink away. I love bursting through the clouds and seeing a whole new landscape of white and gold. I particularly love a sunset in the air. But every time you fly, there is always the risk of turbulence. This is where rough air causes the aircraft to shudder and move around, sometimes quite violently. It can cause sudden loss of altitude, injure passengers, and even endanger the flight of the aircraft. Now, in order to deal with the effects of turbulence, I was talking to my brother today and he was telling me that passenger jets have something called a yaw damper. Now, a yaw damper is a set of sensors that detect turbulence and then activate the rudder to reduce the amount of yaw in the aircraft and stabilize it during flight. It is the yaw damper that brings stability to the aircraft as it moves through turbulent air. We are definitely navigating turbulent times right now, and if you view our businesses, our organizations, even our lives as aircraft, then we all need a yaw damper to stabilize our flight. For us, it is consistency that acts as that yaw damper. When everything around us is constantly changing, is dynamic and complex and uncertain, it is the things in our world that are consistent and unchanging that bring stability to our lives. From a work perspective, it may be work practices or scheduled meetings that bring consistency. If you start the day every day with a morning stand-up, are you still doing that? If usually you would go for coffee at 10:30 every morning with Jenny from accounting, are you still doing that? You know, it may be over Zoom, it may be through Microsoft Teams, it may look different, but maintaining some of those rituals is going to bring a sense of normalcy as we navigate very abnormal times. From a personal perspective, it might be the routines that you have that bring consistency. You know, if you had a particular morning routine that you went through every day before you went off to work, keep it up, even if you're not going through the office. And it might be long-term goals and working towards those that bring a sense of consistency. Check out episode 5 if you want to learn how running and my long-term goals are bringing consistency to my life right now. And remain consistent with your social connection. The first Saturday of every month, my cousins and I always get together for a catch-up breakfast with our families. Now, we can't do that physically at the moment, so what we've organised for tomorrow is a catch-up over Zoom. BYO, coffee, bacon and eggs. You know, consistency brings stability. So take that principle and apply it in your world. Consider what is it that's remained consistent despite COVID-19 and protect that. Or you might want to consider what you can start doing consistently in order to bring stability over the coming weeks. Whether it's something you are doing or it's something that you want to start doing, put it in the comments box below. I'd love to hear what is bringing you consistency and stability right now. As always, if you think this is a valuable message, please share it amongst your networks. I want to help as many people navigate, survive, and move towards thriving throughout this COVID crisis. There's going to be our second episode of Weekend COVID Comms tomorrow, so stay tuned, and until then, lead well.